It's time for Rabbi Minkowicz's weekly Torah lesson. Here with his spiritual perspective and insight, Rabbi Minkowicz.
Welcome to this week's Torah portion. This week's Torah portion is Parsha VAYELECH. The question of the week is, does the Torah leave room for individuality? So in this week's Torah portion, we learn about the Ark. Now in the Ark, we know, was the Ten Commandments, plus there was the Torah. Now there's a debate between Rabbi Meir and Yehuda where the Torah was. Rabbi Meir's opinion was that the Torah was actually inside the Ark. Rabbi Yehuda's opinion was that there was actually a board that went out from the Ark and it sat on the board. What was the basis of the argument? The basis of the argument is as follows. We all know that the Ten Commandments had 620 letters. What do the 620 letters resemble? The 613 commandments and the 7 rabbinical commandments, which makes it a total of 620. Now that's only in terms of a letter representing the 613 commandments and the 7 rabbinical commandments. However, all the details in the Torah. So you need to learn the whole Torah. Now the Torah already allows for more detail, more self-expression, the way this one understands that one, but ultimately there's much more detail in their verses in the essence of the Ten Commandments. So Rabbi Meir says, we know Rabbi Meir resembles light, and he says, no, you have to be literally in the same ark, you have to be so connected. You can be separate, but you have to be connected. Rabbi Yehuda says that, no, it's okay to be outside the ark, but you have to be on a board, you have to be connected. In other words, both Rabbi Meir and Yehuda agree that you have to have some connection to the original source. You can't go off on your own, you can't create any new commandments. Rabbi Meir felt it should be a little closer, and Yehuda feels that it could be even a little further away as long as you remain connected. So what do you see? You see that they ultimately both agree that you have to stay connected, even though you can have your self-expression up until Rabbi Meir feels the self-expression should be noticeable through the source of the original source, and Yehuda says you can have a little more self-expression, but they ultimately all agree that you could have individuality, but you have to stay connected to the source. So to answer the question, does the Torah want us to be individuals? Absolutely. We should be individual. We should have all our own style. But as Rabbi Meir and Yehuda both agree, we have to be connected to the original source, which is God and the Ten Commandments. This week's Torah lesson is in memory of Baruch ben Aryeh Leib and Shlomo ben Yosef. May their souls be elevated by the Torah we're studying in their memory. Thank you so much for joining us for this week's Torah lesson. For more information, please see our website.